My multimedia presentation is for the novel Night, which I teach to my honor sophomores. This book is about the Holocaust. We begin with the author bio. I've used a Powtoons to communicate to my students Ellie's life before the war. As you can see, it's rather long, so I'm just going to slide to the end to give credit to the original people who wrote it. This is where I retrieve my information. In Chapter 1, we learn of Ellie's fate, how his parents are going to leave the ghetto and be deported. One of the problems my students have is they don't understand the geography. So I pull up a map of Europe and we discuss where Hungary is, and then I show them where Szeged is. We talk about how it is on the border. We then discuss how the Wetzels have to leave Szeged and are taken to Auschwitz, which is in Poland. That leads us into Chapter 2. As an introduction for Chapter 2, I created a talking head about Auschwitz and Birkenau.
Night is Elie Wiesel's personal memoir of his time at Auschwitz. During Chapter 1, you learned about how Elie and his family had been moved to a ghetto in Szeged, Hungary. These ghettos were a terrible place to have to live, as you can see from the pictures. Unfortunately for our protagonist, 15-year-old Eliezer Wiesel, his troubles are just beginning. As you will see in Chapter 2, he and his family are being loaded onto a cattle car with 80 other people. It's standing room only. After a long 3-day journey, they arrive at Auschwitz, the German extermination camp.
This will lead us to a short quiz for the students to make sure they're paying attention. As you can see by the quiz, they have 3 choices. Hopefully they will know to choose Auschwitz, which will get them a great job. But if they click on one of the others, they get an X, and if they click the X, it'll explain why this particular camp sounds familiar to them. Then it asks about how many people were in the cattle cars. For Elie, he distinctly says there were around 80, so that would be our best guess on these. This leads us to the essay prep. Chapter 2 is all about what Elie experiences while he is on the cattle car on the way to Auschwitz. You can see from the rubric that they are required to pull 6 direct quotes. These quotes have to do with the 5 senses. As a way to help my students prepare for the essay, they are given a census chart in which they're going to have to pull quotes from both YouTube videos and our book and an article that we read together. I have linked the YouTube videos here. All of this will go into their Google Docs page.